Days of Our Lives, Thursday. April 2, spoilers deep dive. Oh my god. You guys, Thursday's episode, it's a mess. And I mean that in the best possible way, because let's be real, when Days of Our Lives decides to blow up the truth, bombs all at once, you know, we're about to get some absolutely unhinged television. So stick with me, because we're diving deep into what's happening, why it matters, and most importantly, where this entire thing is heading next. Johnny's legal nightmare when inspiration becomes plagiarism. Let me start with Johnny DiMera, because this storyline has been building for weeks. And honestly, I'm fascinated by how messy it's about to get. So here's what's going down. Johnny's got this romantic novel that he's about to launch. Right. Sounds great. Except, and this is where it gets absolutely cringeworthy, it's basically a carbon copy of Stephanie Johnson's book. I'm talking eerily similar. Like, you can't miss it if you tried similar. Now, here's what I find so interesting about this arc, and why I think the writers nailed it. Plagiarism isn't just a legal problem. It's a character problem. And that's where Johnny's really screwed himself. Think about it. Johnny's this creative guy, right? He wants to be taken seriously. He's got ambitions, but instead of doing the actual work, the hard, tedious, soul-crushing work of creating something original, he cut corners. And now he's about to pay for it big time. But here's my hot take. Johnny reaching out to EJ for legal help isn't weakness. It's actually the smartest move he could make. EJ's a ruthless, brilliant lawyer. And if anyone can navigate this minefield, it's him. However, and this is a massive however, this is going to cost Johnny something way bigger than legal fees. Say, Chanel doesn't know about this yet, and when she finds out, which she absolutely will, because that's how soap operas work. Secrets always come out. She's going to see this as another example of Johnny making questionable choices. Remember, EJ helped them during the adoption hearing, and Chanel already has complicated feelings about trusting him. So now Johnny's doubled down by going to his father for help with something sketchy. The real question I'm asking myself, does Johnny even understand the consequences here? Not just legal, I mean emotional, his marriage, his reputation, his credibility as a writer. This could tank his entire career before it even starts. And you know what's wild? If he'd just been honest with Kate and Xander from the jump, if he'd said, look, I messed up. I built on Stephanie's concepts without proper credit. There's a chance, a real chance, they could have worked something out. But instead, he's choosing the EJ DiMera path deny. Defaint, legally annihilate, very on brand for the family. Honestly, not great for actual human relationships though. Justin and Bonnie the lawyer spot on the obvious. Okay? So Justin's hitting the brakes here, and I actually respect it. Bonnie's thrilled about this book. She's invested in it. She sees it as Ari's big moment, and that matters to her. But Justin, bless him, he's doing what lawyers do. He's noticing the elephants in the room. Actually, not even elephants. A whole herd? Here's what I find really compelling about their dynamic. Justin's not wrong. He's looking at one stormy afternoon and immediately clocking that it's suspiciously similar to Stephanie's one. Stormy night. And he's warning Bonnie because he loves her and he doesn't want her to get caught up in a legal tsunami when this inevitably blows up. But this is where the human drama gets good. Bonnie might actually dismiss his warnings, and not because she's stupid, definitely not, but because she wants this to work out. She's emotionally invested. She's rooting for Ari. And sometimes when we want something badly enough, we convince ourselves that the warning signs don't actually mean anything. I've seen this play out so many times in this show. A legacy character tries to protect someone they love, and that person, driven by hope or ambition or just plain stubbornness, walks straight into disaster anyway. It's almost tragic. And then the protected person feels betrayed, that the lawyer was right all along. because humans are weird about being proven wrong, Bonnie's going to brush off Justin's concerns. She'll probably say something like, "Oh, you're always so cautious," or "I'm sure it's fine." And then 2 weeks from now, when the plagiarism story fully breaks, she's going to feel absolutely awful for not listening to him. But by then, the damage will already be done. Paulina under the microscope when motives get questioned. Now, Paulina's being grilled. And this is interesting because Paulina Price has a history of questionable decisions. Right, this woman has been through so much. She's a legacy character with decades of baggage, and now people are questioning her motives around this whole book situation. Here's what I think is really happening. Paulina probably sees this book as a good thing. Maybe she's supporting her family. Maybe she genuinely believes in the project. But when you've got a past like hers, everyone's quick to assume the worst. People are looking at her sideways, like, what's Paulina really up to? And honestly, that's fair. Because Paulina has been manipulative before. She has made shady decisions. So even if she's coming from a good place now, and I think she might be, the optics are terrible, but here's my deeper take on this. This is what happens when you're a soap opera character who's burned people before. You don't get the benefit of the doubt anymore. You earn trust back through consistent, boring, repetitive good behavior. And Paulina's probably frustrated by that because from her perspective, she's trying. The question the writers are asking is, can longtime characters ever fully escape their past, or are they permanently branded by their worst moments? Gabi and Theo business. Or something more Gabi and Theo meeting to talk business sounds innocent. Right, wrong. We all know Theo's got feelings for Gabi, and here's the beautiful, uncomfortable tension in this scene. Theo has to sit across from the woman he's fallen for, talk about spreadsheets and quarterly earnings or whatever, and pretend his heart isn't hammering in his chest. And here's what makes it even more complicated. Theo probably knows something he shouldn't. He's likely aware that Jada invited Sean to move in. Now, Jada's reasoning is solid. She's helping Sean recover from being shot. But from Theo's perspective, he might be interpreting it differently. There's this whole unspoken jealousy layer here. Theo's sitting with Gabi, trying to focus on business, but his mind's probably going to dark places. Is Sean a threat? Is there something happening between them? Is Theo losing his window with Gabi? This business meeting is going to be awkward as hell. Not because anything explicit will happen, but because the tension between what they're saying and what they're actually feeling is going to be absolutely palpable. Theo might slip up. He might say something that reveals his feelings. Or Gabi might pick up on his mood and ask what's wrong. That's the genius of soap operas. Honestly, sometimes the drama isn't in the plot mechanics. It's in the subtext. It's in what people don't say. Philip's mystery move is Titan about to implode. Okay, so here's where it gets confusing. Xander just ordered a $5 million transfer into Titan's account. That's huge. That's the kind of money that doesn't just appear without reason. But Philip's going to Maggie for help, which suggests Philip might be in financial trouble. Or maybe he doesn't know about the Xander transfer yet, and he's scrambling to find alternative solutions. What if Xander's transfer is actually a power play? Like, what if he's not helping Titan? He's strategically positioning himself to take control of it, $5 million, as leverage, as a way to make Philip indebted, as a way to get his hands in the Kyriakis pie. That would be very on brand for Xander Cook. He's not a good guy. He's charming and morally flexible. And he always has an angle. But here's the thing that's gnawing at me. Maggie's involvement could go two ways. Either she helps Philip out of genuine family love, or, and this is darker, Maggie might also have her own agenda here. Maggie's been around forever. she's seen a lot, and she's got her own interests in Titan's stability. The Kyriakis family drama around this company never gets old because it's always about more than money. It's about legacy. It's about proving yourself. It's about power and family loyalty and pride. Chanel's reckoning the wife who sees through it all. And then there's Chanel. Chanel Dupree Demera is not someone you want noticing your mistakes. She's sharp. She sees through BS. And right now, she's probably already picking up on the fact that something's off with Johnny. Here's what I think is going to absolutely destroy this dynamic. Chanel previously decided to trust EJ during the adoption process. She made that choice, and now, watching Johnny run to the same man